I want to keep moving along here. And looks like I'm giving you a book, but the first part of this is I always, when I go to do these meetings, I sit down and I say, God, what do you want me to say to the people? And then I write down verbatim what I hear him say. Then what we're going to discuss in the training tonight is based on what I'm picking up from this that God's wanting us to talk about. If she doesn't get lost. Hope she has a good GPS. So this first part, I'll read verbatim because I heard it verbatim from the Lord. The first paragraph there, of course, is a verse from the Bible. So, Diane, did I catch you at a good time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I saw you just got a drink, so I didn't want to go, would you do this? And you're going, wait a minute. Okay.
No.
So could you read those first verses for me?
Sure. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sits in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall then have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Psalm 2, 1-5.
So that I felt that was the verse that God brought to my mind because we're in a time and a season when we have a lot of activity going on of a global nature. So, and I wrote there, derision is a state of being laughed at or scorned. So that fits with he that sits in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. They're being laughed at or scorned. Okay, so now this next part, starting with the fields are bright, just sort of sit back and relax and allow the Holy Spirit to, as I'm reading through this, then, just ask the Holy Spirit to speak to your heart and impress upon you how it impacts you. So it's several pages here, so it'll take a little bit of time to do this, but I think it will be well worth it. Remember, this is something that I asked the Lord what he wanted me to say at this meeting tonight, so this isn't something, from 6 months ago or something. This is fresh, from the throne room of God. The fields are ripe, they are white, ready for harvest. Why do you look aimlessly about? I am putting my thrashing rod in your hand. Begin to harvest for my kingdom, because the harvest is all around you. Put aside your entertainment, put aside your earthly goals and desires. Sit at my feet. It is a time of great opportunity when men's hearts are full of fear, not knowing what kind of calamity might come to their doorstep. Even those who are not in the path of a hurricane or earthquake or fire wonder what might come to their home, their workplace, their family. There is a growing sense that no one is safe from the threat of some kind of calamity. It could be sickness, cancer, stroke. It could be loss of work, home, financial security. It could be accidental injury. The list of insecurities go on and on. It could be contaminated food, poisoned air, a dirty bomb, a sniper on the highway. So many ways for the enemy to create fear. It could be a shooter at your favorite venue, your favorite artist, sporting event. Ah yes, the closer the drama comes to your home, the more the enemy is working to bring fear, terror, sleeplessness to each and every person on planet Earth. The media screams out, intensifying every conflict, every cultural debate, blaming, shaming, pointing the finger, muzzling those who would dare speak through their slander. Now this is the heart of what we're going to be talking further about tonight. Who is the brave one who would dare to stand for righteousness? Where are the warriors? Where are those who love righteousness more than their own agendas? It is a time for all those who love righteousness to stand with one accord and let their voice be heard. It is time for the people of God to not buy products from those who despise the things of God. It is a time to support those who love righteousness. It is a time to expose darkness. It is a time for holiness and righteousness to prevail. It is a time to purge our homes of unholy items, unholy practices, and focus on the eternal. Just as the homes are going up in flames in California, just as the homes in the path of the hurricane in Puerto Rico were destroyed, this earth and the things in it will pass away. Absolutely everything that you see in your environment has an expiration date on it, including your departure date from the theater called Earth. Why do you work so passionately to fill the void within with that which cannot satisfy? Those things that are temporal and will only give pleasure for a fleeting moment. Why do you put your wealth in those things designed to allure you away from the promises of my word and the plans and purposes that I have for your life? Do you not know the plans that I have for you? Are you floundering without the knowledge of how to serve me? My yoke is easy and my burden is light. If you are carrying stress, concerns, financial burdens, relational troubles, come to me. I will always help you to walk in my peace and joy. I am the peace in the middle of the storm. I am the confidence when you cannot see the way. I give wisdom to my people. I am the great I am. I am your everything. Once you realize that and understand that I will meet your every need, life becomes peaceful. That feeling of being left behind is not for me. That feeling of not measuring up is not for me. If I ask you to do something, then I will bring the resources and ability to accomplish the task. If you decide to do something on your own that I have not asked you to do, then you will feel the weight of the endeavor. Remember, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. If you feel stressed and unable to fit everything into your schedule comfortably, then ask me what I have asked you to do and what you are trying to fit in that is not part of your assignment. I desire to have time to commune with my children while they are on earth. If you are not spending time with me, then you are just guessing what it is that I want you to do. Just because something is loving and compassionate does not mean that I have asked you to do it. Just because the people are happy does not mean that I have asked you to do it. Just because you know the answer does not mean that I have asked you to interject in a situation. The enemy will distract you with good things if he can't get you to break one of my commandments. It is a time and season of greatest importance. It is a time and season of greatest importance. Those that have an ear to hear are receiving their plans and positionings for this next season. It is a most strategic time. Do not let earthly things distract you from your heavenly mission. There is a great time of harvest all around you, unlike anything planet Earth has experienced. More people will come into my kingdom in the days ahead than in all the generations before. You have been strategically placed to be a part of it. You are not here tonight at this gathering by accident. You are here to be prepared to perform your part in this great time of harvest that is unfolding. Come, sit in my lap, learn from me. I am meek and lowly of heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Come be a part of that which has been ordained for you before you were born. Enjoy a kingdom that will not pass away. Enter into the joy of my kingdom and serve me with gladness. We will spend eternity together. Come away with me, my beloved children. So that's a mouthful. There's a lot that was covered there. It's some of it is sobering, and some of it is probably convicting, and especially at the end of it, very warm and tender and loving. You can just feel God wrapping his arms of love around us, right?